Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick review on some wheelchair gloves. Mine have come to the end of their life, so I've just brought a new pair, so I thought it was a good time to show you them. And I'll show you why I like them, what's good, what's bad about them, and any hints and tips that I have. I find these gloves the best, best overall grip. They're so comfy and perfect for people with not such good hand movement, for Tetras or quads. I use them on my manual wheels and my electric wheels as well. These are the gloves that I have on. These are the old ones. You can see that they've torn a bit there, but these are a good, probably 6 months old now. They do last a long time. They do tear, as you can see. The thread, I don't know if you can see that, it's not zooming in very well, but the thread does tear on them along the bottom here. The good thing, I don't know how to do it, but you can re-stitch along here so it doesn't tear. But I mean, they do last a long time, but they are quite expensive. They are around 45, 50 pounds, I think. You also get different types. You can get slightly larger ones that the rubber comes further down here. I don't like them because I find them quite restrictive, so I get the short ones, and they're just so comfy. You know, I keep them on all day long. I wear them when I'm not in the wheelchair. You know, I find when I don't have them on, I feel restricted, but when I have them on, they've got so much grip. It helps with everyday things, from pushing your wheelchair to also gripping things when you pick things up. So they're fantastic. Right, this is the bag they come in. As you can see there. Again, I don't know if the focus is working very well. It's upside down, but I go for the medium size. The medium, they are very small, but as many Tetras, you know, they lose a lot of muscle in their hands, so I go for the medium, and I find them quite tight to start off with, but after a few weeks they loosen up and they get a bit more relaxed. The large seem to fit straight out of the bat, but I find the tassel bits, these bits here that you tighten the strap with, a bit too long on the large, and they end up hanging off over here somewhere and flapping around when you're wheeling around. So I do prefer medium, but they are very small. You can see they look a lot smaller than what I've got on now, but they do stretch over time, and come more and more comfy. I'll just put them on. Just show you what they're like. It's this one. I just use my teeth to undo the strap. They're easy to put on. They're so easy. You know, some gloves where you've got to put all your fingers in are very difficult, but this is just simply slide on, put your thumb through, and again, this is tight to start off with, but again, they do relax over time. And then use my teeth to tighten it. There you go. It's a lovely new pair of gloves. What I do is, and you will find this, that they tend not to be very grippy for the first couple of weeks. There's a big shine on here, so what I do, I sand it down a little bit, and I'll do that in a minute. After I've done the video, I sand them down just along the main grip part here, and it just tends to take the shine off and makes them more grippy off the bat instead of having to wait a couple of weeks. But again, they do get really grippy after a little while. Bad points are, as I say, they do tend to tear along the threaded line here. So the best thing to do is keep an eye on it. If this thread starts to go, you can always re-thread it, put some new thread through there to keep it not from tearing. But I don't have a sewing machine and I'm not great at sewing myself, so I just tend to let them rip and then just buy a new pair, and they're just fantastic. I would recommend these to anybody. Again, they're really comfy, they're not restrictive, they look normal, they're very comfy. You get them from a company called Bromikin. I believe the actual gloves are from the USA, but you get them from an outlet in the UK. I think it's bromikin.co.uk. I'll put a link in the description. But I definitely would recommend these to anyone. You will find also when you touch stuff with these, after they're worn in a bit, if you like push off against a wall, or you grab your top and you pull it down, it will leave black marks. But I can live with that because these gloves are just perfect for me, and they'd be great for any Tetra or quad or anyone with weak hand movement, that push on their palms. Again, as I said, there are longer ones, but I find them big and bulky and not really something you can keep on your hands all the time throughout the day or through the night. But yeah, if you have any questions or you want any advice on these gloves, please feel free. I'll put a link below where you can get them to the page where it has them both on there. As I say, medium's the size for me, but large is probably right for most people. But yeah, I hope they work out, and let me know your feedback if you've tried them. Thank you very much.